Good morning everybody. Seems quite hard to talk to the camera as it's 4 o'clock in the morning. We are on our way to Da Nang. How are we getting there? It's not a sleeper bus and it's not a plane. Come and join me and find out. Let's go. And here we are. Outside the train station. We are taking a very, very short 8.5 hour train journey up to Da Nang. I'm kind of looking forward to it actually. Obviously just really want to get on the train and have a bit of rest. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm hoping that I'm in the right waiting room and gate. I think I am. And this looks like it's the first train of the day because everything's a bit locked at the minute, but there's plenty of people in the waiting area, so touch wood, I'm in the right place. And my objective of this video today is to basically mainly show people what a sleeper train is actually like, because I'm sure a lot of you might have seen them, but not many people might have been on them. So we're going to see what kind of the bed situation's like, and hopefully get some nice scenic shots out of the window, if we have a window, and just a general bit of information about the train. So, the train's an hour late obviously, but on the station platform now, so waiting for the train and then let's start this long journey. And so the train possibly has arrived. This might not even be my train, but we'll find out soon enough. Okay, we're in. Good news and bad. Good news is I'm the only one in the cabin. Bad, I've got the top bunk, but oh well, never mind. Hopefully I'll have the cabin to myself for a while. Who knows? Right, what do I do now? Wish I had the bottom bunk. I knew I was going to get the top one, just knew it. One thing that is quite funny is when you get onto the top bunk, there's no like actual ladder to get on it. You just almost have to jump up. The table is the ladder. Oh, it's going to be a long journey. Ugh. Ah, that's loads better. I've actually got space to put my bags. I was just a bit worried that they were going to take up half my bed. Okay, well, bed down I guess. It's weird the situations you can get yourself in when you travel vlogging. I would have never thought a couple of years ago that I'd be filming myself jumping into a bed on a sleeper train at 5 in the morning from Nha Trang. Less work, more travel. And we're away. I chose a sleeper train to do my trip from Nha Trang to Da Nang, like local Vietnamese do really. Cost incredibly cheap. I can't remember off the top of my head how much this train ticket costs, but I'll put it along the bottom. And yeah, so far so good. I think I'm going to really enjoy this journey. It's very, very comfortable, and just lying down on a train, hopefully I can get a little bit of sleep, which I'm going to be doing very soon. I've always wanted to experience a sleeper train, so now I'm on one, and I can bring everyone along for the ride with me. I think I'm a couple of hours off Da Nang. Actually had a good little sleep there. Now I've just opened the curtains back up and checking out the view. It's been a really good trip this actually. Towards the end of our trip, I want to give a quick evaluation of the sleeper train. It was really, really good, surprisingly good actually. I was asleep for about half of it. I think I got about 4 hours sleep, 3 or 4 hours, so that's good. And I had the whole cabin to myself for about half the journey. So I'm just looking out the window as we're coming to Da Nang, thinking of my future plans for the next 3 or 4 days. And here we are, Da Nang, 4 years later. So, where do we go now?
Boarding card for coach 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are asked to turn right.
Oh, I really enjoyed that journey. I can't believe how energised I am. That's the most amount of rest I've had in about 2 months. On the bed of a train. It was great. Right, I'm about 6 or 7 kilometres away from my hostel, so we're going to get a grab straight there. Oh, nice. Just stop for a quick coffee. Just outside the station, just what I need. This is going to go down lovely. Weather looks good. Yeah, so far so good. In good spirit. The first time since I've been in Southeast Asia where I've actually got an English mug to have my coffee in. You only fill it halfway full though. Brilliant. Just had my coffee and the grab should be here anytime now. Finally we checked in to a different place than what I thought. I'm just having a balm me and I'll tell you just what's happened. It's all good, but they made a slight error on my booking, so I'm actually in a different place for one night. These things happen. Nice bar me, only 20,000 as well. I've noticed the prices seem quite good in Da Nang. Right, so what happened? Basically I went into the hostel and they thought I was coming in tomorrow and not today, but it was their fault, not mine. So I got on the back of a moped and she like drove me to a hotel and that's around the corner and paid for my stay for the night. It's, you know, I don't really care at all. It's just a little bit annoying that I've then got to re-check into this place again tomorrow, so it's just a bit annoying, like unloading my bag again, and I want to get filming tomorrow afternoon, so it's going to take me an hour or two to re-check into a place, but these things happen, you know, especially in hostels when you get a lot of bookings. But first time it's happened to me actually in any form of accommodation, and it wasn't my fault. Anyway, I'm over it. These things happen. So now I've got to Da Nang. I was actually here about 4 years ago, so I kind of roughly know the area. So I'm going to go up and down the coastline and just kind of see if a few of the old bars are still there that I used to go to. You know, grab something to eat. It's 5 o'clock and this is the first thing I've eaten. Maybe have a couple of beers, chill out and have a look at the sea. Sounds pretty good. And after being in Munich and then Dalat and then Nha Trang, I'd never been to them 3 places before on my first tour of Vietnam. So it's actually quite nice to be somewhere familiar for a few days. I'm in Da Nang for 4 days in total, so I want to make the most of it because I do really like this place. But obviously 4 years have passed, things are different, COVID's happened. I don't know how many backpackers and tourists are here. We're going to find out. My timing hasn't been perfect for coming to the beach resorts of Vietnam. Sadly, none of this water I can swim in, not a chance. But I imagine in a couple of months' time from now, because we're still just coming into the start of the dry season. So yeah, a couple of months' time you'll see everyone swimming, but just not yet, sadly. It's not very cold or anything though. I'm wearing a t-shirt and shorts, so the weather's still fine. It's just the sea's still a bit rough, that's all. Still a couple of people out with their surfboards. I have heard that Da Nang is supposed to be a really good surf spot. I'm not sure if this beach is, but around the corners I've heard you can get some really big waves to surf on here. I'll keep an eye out in the next few days. Look at the size of these bad boys. There's even a little shark here. And there's obviously a load of seafood restaurants along the beach. You can't really miss them. But look at the size of this. This is not edible, by the way. This is Vietnam though, so even though they might not look edible, they probably are. They're absolutely everywhere. Tanks and tanks full of seafood. Yeah, it's coming to a nice part of the evening now, just like nearly 6 o'clock. The sun's setting. It's still fairly warm. Loads of people here playing beach volleyball. It's really good for fitness down here as well. I'm starting to remember everything from 4 years ago, you know. I went for quite a few nice runs along the beach. It's really nice. It's just nice and flat. This is also good. I forgot what it's called. This was a bit of a craze even in England for a few years, but you don't see it as much now. Trying to not put him off. He's doing well. And 4 years ago, Da Nang was kind of like the up and coming city in Vietnam. Obviously COVID's halted the world for a couple of years, but you can just see the construction that's going along this beachfront. I remember there was a lot of it 4 years ago and it doesn't look like it's stopping. It's incredible how quickly Vietnam changes. I mean, for a start, a few of the bars that I really enjoyed, they're not there anymore. Even just random things like these trees. These weren't here when I was here 3 or 4 years ago. I know I know places change very quickly, but honestly in Vietnam it's even more. Fair play to these lads. They've been keeping this ball up for about 2 minutes. I've still got it. I've still got it. And I was saying this in Nha Trang, it's just everyone's got a better morale when they're by a beach because they're more active. I mean, if you're ever feeling down, Just play some sports, do some fitness, get your ass off the sofa. Everyone seems happy down this beach to me. Just ordered myself a little beverage from Esco Beach Bar. And yeah, this wasn't here before either, because I would have noticed a little infinity pool 4 years ago when I walked up and down here. A little happy hour that goes on for another half an hour. And you might not be able to see from here, but the mountains over there's a big white Buddha. And I think I went to it last time I was here, so I might check that out in the next day or two. Again, I'm not sure if you can see, but trust me, it's over there. This is nice. What a day it's been. A near 10-hour train journey, and now I'm sat on the beach in Da Nang having a beer. Can't really complain that it's a little cloudy, can I?